Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of As Far As You Can Tell. I'm Joe, with me is...
Andrea.
Rachel. Ashley.
JP.
And once he pops, the fun don't stop.
Brad.
Wow.
We are an actual play Pathfinder game set in the Zodiac Empires Campaign Setting. And to give you a brief recap of what happened last time, the party began last adventure not with a finger getting cut off, that was the one before.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Looking into the woods and seeing a bunch of spooky things that we didn't know what they were. We soon found out that they were a small contingent of Babao, which the party proceeded to combat and managed to defeat. With only Vale falling, but last round and she immediately got Fred.
They all got knocked out.
Yeah, so all good. We all survived. No one died except for Nutmeg, the horse, Anna's horse.
We had a burial.
And
we had a week-long burial for Rosna to filibuster.
we will pick up with the party, I guess, continuing on their way to Dragonheart.
Now it's time. All right.
Rocks fall, party dies. New campaign.
No.
We're too attached to these characters.
Let me get comfortable. This is gonna take a while.
What else do I want to be when I grow up, guys?
All right, guys. Roll perception checks.
Okay.
Nat 20!
Rachel, you're the only one realizing that somebody stole all of your stuff the last time you were sleeping.
What?
All of your gold is gone. Your 100-pound chest gone. I'm kidding.
Oh my god. I was like...
I was gonna say, how is she the only one who notices?
Why did we roll a perception check then?
He rolled them all. You all Nat 1.
23?
6 Nat 1s!
Sure,
Oh,
it's rolling a
it's
D4.
28.
I didn't actually need you to roll perception checks.
Oh, it's Nat 20! I have to see something.
Get creative.
You
Come on,
catch...
A wild horse.
You catch Rowan picking his nose.
Wow.
You kissed that.
But did she? We don't know.
I'm not in the business of kissing noses or fingers.
Okay.
Prude.
What?
Noses are Joe's go-to thing. Hove loves noses.
I feel like I'm missing key points on dwarven culture.
Yes.
A woman is determined by the breadth of her nose.
The breath.
The
Like,
bread.
Does it smell bad? What are we dealing with?
how well she can breathe.
The bread.
Okay, as you continue on your last day, the city of Dragonheart comes into view.
I see it.
Is it big?
Is it hefty?
Are you
back.
about to read the 3,000 words you wrote that one night?
Yes!
Okay. A warning, so we're not asking questions. We're in the
Wait till I'm done.
Okay.
Do I need to type this?
He typed it.
No, I typed it.
He could give it to you.
And I'm not going to give it to you.
Or
It's
what?
going to be in a spotlight online.
Oh. Oh.
Cool. I'm not,
Woohoo.
I'm not typing that.
So the world will get it.
Yes. Anyone who wants to look at it. Alright! Let me zip this up. I'm cold.
Yeah, get ready. Saddle up.
Sealed coldest thing of year.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I'm...
Hold on. Oh, alright, we ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Comfy.
Yeah, I had to get this opening out of the way first.
Yeah, good idea.
Oh, wait.
I'm not cutting any of this out.
We good? We good? We good? Alright. Are we good?
Yes, just start talking, dude. It's not going to be silent.
Alright.
Go for it.
Alright, Rachel takes a -6 penalty to her perception check due to poor visibility.
That's fine.
Okay. Good.
-2.
You're blind.
First, the tips of Eldritch Towers, ever revolving, pierce the horizon. The following are the tops of the city's largest structures in the four corners of the city. Settled atop hills that hold the city together are the manors and mansions of the elite in the southeastern corner. A large grand castle known as the Lair rests atop the northwestern hill, looking down on the city, and within the city's ruling family governs and the political machine grinds out endless intrigue. 4 stone towers reinforced with eldritch steel lie on the northeastern hill, housing the city's local militia and garrison. All of this is being dictated to you by Vale, because she's lived here for most of her life. She remembers anyway. In the southeastern corner, yes, 6 spires of round black granite, which are linked together by bridges, seem to shoot out of the ground like juts of rock. Known as the pillars, the towers are the places of higher education and reason. As you continue, the rooftops of the city's spread of tall buildings comes into view over top of the wall of black granite, which is surrounded by a 30-foot moat of frozen water. As far as the eye can see, stone-faced buildings stretch from the closest wall, reaching all the way to the lake beyond, separated only by interior walls protecting the city farther. God, where am I? The city's sole gatehouse looms into view, flanked by 2 wide, tall towers looking over the road in which you travel. The city guard, noted by their black tabards with red hearts, with wings emblazoned on their chest, the city crest. After showing your papers to a guard, who seemed to pay you no mind, you pass through the 30-foot thick walls to enter the city proper. Is there anything anybody would like to ask now, before I continue?
Nope.
Okay.
30-foot thick.
Yep. You're walking for a little while.
Thick ass wall.
Yeah.
Okay. The long artery avenue stretches before you, flanked on either side by tall stone-faced buildings. It runs straight through the center of the city before arriving to the lake beyond, your view interrupted only by the 2 interior city walls. The thoroughfares beyond this wind this way and that, quickly creating a confusing mess that any city planner would perish upon viewing. Your feet resound on the cobblestone roads as you cross over a bridge which crosses one of the many canals that are interlinked throughout the city, but are kept ice-free by some eldritch design in the retaining walls, leaving only tiny pockets of ice. The canals are fed by eldritch pumps at the top of the hills, which pull lake water, which falls into the canals, creating a lazy current to the lake beyond the city, gently jostling the boats within. The towering structures clustered closer together that line the roads are no smaller than 5 stories throughout the city, and many of the important ones easily reach past 15. Their stone facades are form and function in one. Many of them contain balconies for upper levels, but look shuttered against the cold winds that blow in from the north. Snowdrifts lie against some buildings, but the roads and sidewalks are covered only by a thin layer of snow, so the cobblestones show through. The streets are full of the movement of the hustle and bustle of city life in Dragonheart, which flows through the city like blood from a beating heart. There's a distinct lack of open-air shops and set-up wagons selling goods, as it seems all the sales happen behind the plate glass windows surrounding the streets. Covered carriages are pulled by horses, and drivers throughout the road seem to be the main method of travel throughout the city for the wealthy and well-to-do. Otherwise, citizens in heavy coats and boots move throughout the city, pausing next to open braziers lined with white eldritch crystals, giving off a warm glow. The streets and the better-off sections appear to be frequently shoveled and salted and cleaned of refuse. Though Vale knows in the poorer sections of the city, the streets are only cleaned by the feet of passerby, leaving frequently traveled trails like ant paths. All the signs and advertisements of the city are written in Vavalish, so everybody can read them, which is normal, as it's the primary trading language of the Sealed, and yet the only language you hear on the streets remain Israel for all the inhabitants within. That's all.
What is everyone saying?
I know
What is everyone saying?
What is everyone saying?
I don't understand these
Oh, same.
people.
Do you speak Israel?
Yes.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you? Do you?
Nope.
You. Alright, well,
My
they're
man.
just holding conversations that are standard for their life. Some newsboys on the corners are selling the front page headlines, talking about the contents within. You hear things such as muttered business meetings, gossip, things like that around
Anything
you.
interesting?
Nothing that would really pique your interest.
What's the headline?
Yeah.
It is telling the city to prepare for a thick snowfall in the next coming weeks.
Okay.
A blizzard is rolling in from winter.
Winter.
Gotta get some oil
The city.
from my armor.
As a party question, what are we doing with the gold?
We need to put it in a bank. We need to go to the
Well,
bank.
Yeah.
the better question is the party intending to save it for the tower, or is this gold Brad gave
Can
us?
he spend it? is
You
the
still
question.
owe me 600 gold.
Well, I never took gold from you
Yeah, you did.
because we never got to Dragonheart to spend it.
Oh.
I needed the gold to buy armor, but
I think it was a DM question of what his intentions with
yeah,
that gold
this
was.
is more a Brad question of what is this gold for?
We choose.
What you do with your gold is your choice. I don't get to make that decision.
But that was
No,
that
I-
like a treasure parcel type.
Is this supposed to be character gold towards our stuff, or are we like
Answer.
But it's not though.
It is though.
we're trying to get a $70,000 tower for our keep that we would never buy as real characters level 5? Is this gold for that, or is this like character advancement gold?
It's whatever you want it to be.
Oh my god. If you need the money, we'll give you the
Same.
money.
Yeah.
Out of
Yeah.
it. It's
Well,
fine.
I mean, otherwise
I
our characters
say
are going to be
if it's-
heavily under geared for the shit we're fighting if we don't use gold meant for our characters. If we spend it all on the keep, then and we're never at the keep, then we're never going to be able to use any of the money we're spending.
No,
I
that's fine.
concur.
And if you,
Like, I don't need electricity if I'm not going to be able to upgrade my gear.
I could give a shit less about that anyway. So.
True.
No, bitch, you need electricity. Let me tell you.
Especially if we're never going to be there, so it's like...
Yep. If you want 10,000 gold, take it.
That's what I was asking.
Take it.
We'll put a 1 next to my...
Okay, Rachel, or the party as a whole. Vale lets you know, and Anna can attest that the area that you're in, the districts in the walls sections that you're in, mostly is the main thoroughfare breaks up and runs all the way through the city. You know that. There's a straight path. All of the important buildings are on this road. Many of them are in the central district of the city. You're in one of the first. The districts are separated by the walls of the city. The one that you're in right now, it has a lot of. It's like a traveler's kind of setup along the avenue. So you'll find a lot of inns, taverns, things like that. All of them are fairly upscale. Nothing that a lower income individual would be able to afford.
They try and milk the tourists.
Yes. The central district contains the large marketplace. It'll also contain most of the important buildings in the city. Its museums. Its.
Thank you.
Yay!
Thank you, Shy Little Muffin.
It's a great name.
That's so cute.
Somebody kill me.
Why would you let
Let me die.
The central district of the city is separated into 4 large districts. Outside of the 4 that are on the outside. The one closest to the docks contains most of the warehouses and factories and things like that. It also contains most of the city's poor. The central district, it wouldn't be considered well-to-do, but it would be considered roughly middle class. You'll find a lot of apartments that are fairly up to standards. Its main market district is located here, and most of the museums and things to do. Vale knows for a fact that the district is separated into smaller districts within by the canals themselves. So the canals run in usually 90-degree angles throughout the city.
And the canals are being fed from the lake?
Yes.
Okay.
Lots of little bridges.
Yes. And there's boats along the canals are the main method of travel throughout the city if you don't want to deal with people.
Is it similar
Oh.
to Stormwind?
Sure. Yeah. Except the water level in the canal is only like a foot from the street level.
Okay.
Or like lies.
Yeah, it's a lot like, oh my god, what the hell's the name of the city?
Starts with a C.
Kimura.
Yeah, Kimura.
Um,
What is it, Kalamazoo? And I'm like, wait, that's something else.
Kalamazoo?
Because everything's like all super town.
The central area would probably be the place where JP could find his armor smith, but the poor district could probably find him an armor smith that was pulled off of somebody else. There is a south district situated between the estate, which is where all of the mansions and manors are, on the southwestern hill, and the pillars, which are on the southeastern corner. The southern district contains all of the cities, most of the well-to-do. So,
Be there.
yes, Vale also knows. God, I gotta stop doing that. That there is a large inner interior series of shops known as the Arcade. It's all heated on the inside. It's very large. It's the main shopping district for the main shopping location for the southern area. So you'll find most of your more expensive goods and such. They sell magical trinkets and eldritch items and all that kind of stuff. The latest, of course, never last year's model. The garrison in the northeastern corner. Rachel knows from experience, Vale knows from experience that the city's prison is built underneath the garrison.
Not that I've ever been there.
No, not that she's ever been caught.
Never been caught.
Just that one time.
And the
Yeah.
castle that sits in the northwestern hill, known as the Lair, handles all of the city's political machine. So,
That's where. Okay.
Like town hall.
We don't want to go there.
On crack.
yeah, it's
Plus-
inside of a castle.
Out of character. Are you done with the districts?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there going to be a map for us to reference at any point?
He's been-
Yes.
I thought that's what you
the,
were working on.
The
other
current
day,
map
but-
is pretty basic.
Yeah, I was just so I know the districts. Like,
Yeah, it works.
I'm sure you'll
But
put like a key. with,
Before
like,
next
okay.
session, I bet it'll be finished.
Yeah, that's what I was
That-
assuming.
That's the only thing I need to work on is this.
Yeah,
That's
and
sweet.
next is Thanksgiving, so we won't be.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got time.
2 weeks.
You have 2 weeks.
I was just wondering for reference because I'll remember.
We could put it up in the center and do battle map if
Yeah,
we're
that'd be sick.
referencing and doing city adventures too.
Yes. Actually, that's not a bad idea.
No,
Put
not
it
at
up
all.
there. The estate leads down to a lighthouse on a southwestern peninsula, which curves up, and then a large retaining wall surrounds the docks. For the most part, you know that on the sides of hills, the sides of the four hills lead down to the black granite cliff faces, which is normal for Dragonheart. And then, Lake Dragonheart. And then wherever the exterior of the city meets not cliffs, there are the large wall contains the inside. So a 30-foot wall. That's
Would we know that the walls are so big because of Curson's beckoning?
knowledge local Vale.
18.
Okay, the walls weren't as thick before the Darkest War. But after the city was sacked, the interior walls were constructed, and then they were reinforced even more with Eldritch Steel. There's actually a smaller wall on the inside, then an Eldritch Steel shell, then more wall.
So this is like one of the most fortified cities,
Yes.
if not the most fortified city in the sealed north of Sentinel.
Vale, you know that you also know that the city is the primary trading hub for all of the sealed. So if there's anything you're looking for, you will most likely be able to find it here.
Okay.
In some manner. You also know that the museum in which you stole the scepter from is here, and the rings.
Yeah, Juju.
Your temple to Ural is actually in the center district on the north side of the city. Violet, your temple to Eladra is in the dead center. It's actually built as part of a large public library. It's on the top floor of the public library. So the bottom floor is all open to the public. The top floor is worshippers only. Anna, your uncle's alchemist shop was on the western side of town in the poorer districts. However, he did possess a corner shop and he owned all the floors above it.
Cool.
However, you know it was burned out.
Yeah.
Hove. The last time you were here, which is also the place in which you met the current party,
Right.
you and Raziel both know that a temple to the Worm Father exists in the Center District in the northeastern corner right up against the wall.
Nice.
That's all I've got. Vale, you would know that the town guard is plentiful in every area except for the western side of town. Mostly because the western side of town, they only protect the bridges and the gatehouse itself, and they are more plentiful at the docks.
That's the poor area, right?
Yes.
That's where I'd recommend staying. Just get a not flashy cloak and
Yeah.
don't. Yeah.
The city's 4 airship towers are in the center district. They are not near the docks, which is unusual. And the docks and airship docks are both patrolled by the Sentinels.
Okay.
So avoid those.
Who we know are at least led by.
So is the guard.
Yeah.
And each retaining wall on the interior side of the city contains only one gatehouse to a neighboring district. There are not multiples spread out.
That's annoying.
Yeah, that is really annoying. That's being ridiculous.
Vale, what did you get in your knowledge local?
18.
Okay, you know something that most people don't know about. There are multiple safe houses throughout the city which are linked underground by small secret tunnels, allowing you access into and out of the walls without going through the gatehouse.
Safe houses for whom?
Her old
Okay.
Thieves Guild.
Just making sure it wasn't something else.
They were constructed by your significant other in order to assist the acquirement of goods.
The networking.
There's the bank.
The Antares Templar Bank is in the center of town. It is also one of the largest structures in the
So
center
we'll probably
of town.
have to pass there to get to the west side.
West side, best side?
That is all.
Let's go to the bank.
Yeah, let's put that.
Like, first thing.
Are you
Put the
gonna
ring
be
in.
that person that you were last time to put the finger in?
Well, it's probably just a ring now.
Well,
That's what you think.
that's what I meant.
Turns out I've been hoarding this finger, and I'm just waiting for the opportune moment to.
Throw it at somebody.
Yeah.
Here, hold this.
So
I would have given the
Somebody-
finger.
finger a
somebody
burial.
gives me another 10,000 gold. I can enlarge person at will, all the time.
Then you
So,
won't
so
have
you're
to use
saying you
an extra.
need 20,000 gold?
No, his armor is only 1,500.
I
But
need
if you-
it costs 20,000 to create.
Oh, wow.
It's CL5 though. Just costs 20,000 fucking gold. Every time I kill something, I can cast Deadly Juggernaut on myself, which does
Oh
a
my
lot
God.
of crazy shit. Yeah.
That's funny.
There's a reason it costs so much money.
It's almost
Yeah.
worth giving him the 20,000.
Yeah, right?
That smells crazy.
Everything I kill, it just subs.
It would
Alright.
just take a really long time for you to pay that back.
I mean, I don't want any of it, so I don't care.
Really?
Every
I need,
bunny
like, 500
of
for my
muffins
corset,
are
that's all I
just
want.
cupcakes without any makeup on.
What?
Shy Little Muffin said, "Hi, every bunny of muffins are just cupcakes without any makeup on."
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
I could get a +4 cloak of resistance.
Are we dividing that money among us?
I think so.
I don't want it.
We should.
I want 500.
500
We're,
gold?
we're gonna do the shopping. Sure.
I don't even know what I want, so.
I'm just looking. I have a list. I sent Brad
Yeah.
a fucking spreadsheet.
I have a list of
I do too, but it probably needs updating.
Well, let's go deposit the money because you can
Yeah.
still write the IOU things. and
Yeah.
That way we don't have, thousands of gold.
Okay. As you approach the Antares Templar Bank,
So we're splitting it?
as you get closer and closer to the center of town, the busier and busier the streets get, to the point where you are almost shoulder to shoulder with people around you. One benefit of this is that it's not quite as cold anymore. As you arrive, The Entourage Templar Bank, you are greeted by a man at the front door. You notice that there are no guards stationed outside. As you enter the front door, there's a man behind a small podium and says, "Hi, how can I help you?"
I need to make a deposit and access my safety deposit box. That's it.
Deposit boxes are on the first floor. The
Fine.
deposits are made on the third.
Thank you.
He hands you 2 small cards. They're both desk numbers. One is on the third floor, the other one's on the first.
I'm gonna go to those places.
You arrive at the first floor. It's literally right. It's the first desk on your left as you turn the corner. A lady helps somebody else who seems to be very upset about something. And then after about 5 awkward minutes, she starts crying and leaves.
Oh, what was she sad about?
Roll perception.
9.
Apparently her husband recently died in a freak warehouse accident, and she is unable to pay her rent and needs a 100 gold loan, but she can't get it from the bank because she has no collateral.
Freak warehouse accident.
Are we with you?
Are they with me?
I don't think we would be with
no.
you.
You're depositing the ring.
I wouldn't be with her.
Yeah.
You're
It'd be
someone
too
else that is not associated with us.
We're standing outside, inconspicuously.
Well,
Where-
I mean, she'll
where-
probably walk past you sobbing.
Where was her
so.
husband at?
What? Here.
Oh, I was
Oh.
like, was he in Anchorage?
Phew.
Oh.
The warehouse accident. It lit on fire. We don't know what
There
happened.
was a lot of warehouse accidents.
8 of them to be exact. In
Yes,
any
alright.
case, she greets you warmly. The lady behind the desk's name is Stacy.
Okay.
With like 2 S's. Stacy.
Yes. Is there anything? It's actually Staseey.
Oh.
She asks you how she can help you.
This is the safety deposit box.
Yeah.
I thought I need to see my box.
Do you have your key?
Yes.
She takes you downstairs. Takes you into a room.
Does she?
Asks you to get naked.
Please.
She
no?
walks to one of the walls, puts your key into the door, opens it, and then gestures you inside.
Okay.
She points you out to your safety deposit box and leaves to
Okay.
be polite.
Once she's totally gone and I know I'm definitely alone, I.
Put the box inside the box.
Yeah.
Okay.
Box in box.
Okay.
I'm like, oh yeah, collecting rings, sweet. So I shut my box up
Uh-huh.
and I leave.
Stacy, thank you for your time here.
I thank her for her time.
As you turn to leave, she holds a conversation with a coworker about Mrs. Brenadette,
Okay.
which was the person who came in before you.
Does she seem sympathetic?
She seems slightly sympathetic, but she's really sad that it's bank policy not to allow, if she doesn't have the key to her husband's box, she can't get in.
Okay. So presumably he has the money and storage and she can't access it.
Yep.
Interesting. Cool. All right.
That's a crappy situation.
And you caught the tail end of where she said, well, then can I borrow the money from the bank? And they were like, no, you can't. You don't own anything worth 100 gold. Anyway, you arrive back at the party, I assume.
Well, I need to go up to the 3rd floor.
Okay, you arrive at the 3rd floor. Are you still the same pace? Or
Yeah.
you change on the way there?
No, it's gonna be this name.
Okay,
This chick.
hi.
So
Wait,
Uh,
are you depositing the money?
as ring check.
Should you? Because this is our money. This would give you a paper trail back to us.
How so?
Because we were going to spend it. I thought.
I assume we just split
I assume
it.
we just split it, and then what's left is what we're depositing. But we're not doing the split. Like,
Oh, well, okay. I
that-
just didn't know if that's what we were like.
Yeah, we just split
yeah,
it.
we're split. She already took she wrote down money and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just depositing 10k.
Whatever's
again?
left
Depositing
over,
money.
yeah, like just.
Well, we split it evenly.
It was 10k each.
Well, never mind then.
Okay, never mind. You go upstairs and the guy's like, what the hell do you want? You don't even have anything. You're holding a chest. I look at the deposits. There's nothing inside, ma'am. Oh, yeah, you're right.
So I drop kick and I leave.
Alright. You arrive out on the street with a bloody heel.
Do you
Your
have
friends
lesser
ask you what the fuck you just did.
I tell you guys
I'm
about
going
the
to need you
lady.
to lesser restore.
Let's find her.
Aw,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay. Roll survival, please, Rachel. Does anybody else have survival?
I
Yeah.
JP, can you
Fuck
roll
I'm
you
actually
too!
great at survival.
Same.
Nat 20.
16.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna.
29.
Hove, you follow her to a nearby tavern on a side street with the name of...
What should I do? Should I break in her house and find the safe deposit key?
Or
was just gonna give her 100 gold.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, I would feel guilty if you mentioned that it was, like, the warehouse fires.
I'm like, maybe I can
Can
break
you break into her house and leave the 100 gold there with a nice note?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Reverse.
The Towering Tusk.
I'm gonna reverse pickpocket.
That's a great one. I
What?
love it.
I'm gonna reverse pickpocket this lady.
Yeah.
Okay, you walk up to her.
No, I don't.
Okay, she's crying in the corner at the end of the bar. Everyone is giving her a wide berth. They don't want to know what's wrong with her.
Fuck this bitch.
Do I need to distract her for you?
Yeah.
I can talk to her.
Roll diplomacy.
Are they trying to like
Diplomacy.
slip money on this girl?
Yeah.
Apparently. I
That's
don't
fine.
know.
Roll your charisma then.
15.
Alright. She gives you her life woes. Her husband recently died 2 weeks ago, and she was left with the 3 kids. And she
kids.
She works at a printing company, and she doesn't really make a lot of money, but she just has to pay her rent, and she's short by 100 gold because apparently he didn't pay it last month. And then she found out that in his will she left all of his safety deposit box money to her, but she can't find the key.
I feel like a will would work as a key.
Does she know?
You would know that you can't access a box without the key.
So
Keys
if
how
you
the
just,
box
like,
shows
lose-
up.
If you just like lose your key.
Well,
You
the
never
bank
get it
probably
back.
has a copy, but
Oh, okay. That's why I'm surprised.
But it's
that
not
she
a very
can't.
quick process to get
Yeah.
it back.
I offered to buy her a drink,
she takes you up on your offer.
and then I try to like help her talk through where she thinks the key may be.
Okay, Rachel, are you listening?
Yeah.
Okay, what else are you doing to this lady, Rachel?
I'm gonna put money in her pocket.
How much?
There we go.
I'll give you half.
Okay, that's fine.
Both of you deduct 50 gold, please. Rachel, can you roll sleight of hand?
Yeah.
Pretty sure this bitch ain't gonna notice. Is it a 2?
I mean, 23.
She has no fucking idea. You just dumped 10 platinum pieces in her purse.
Oh,
You know in Skyrim when you like pickpocket someone's weapon they're holding, you could have just done that.
I took all her clothes. She's just sitting at the bar naked.
Right.
Money in her lap.
I love when you get that perk in Skyrim where you can take a
She's wearing a
All
platinum
that-
bra.
yeah.
What the fuck happened?
a platinum bra.
On her bra.
I just like try to talk her through like where she thinks the key would be.
She thinks that it's probably at the house somewhere, but it's her husband was really good at hiding things.
Is there a way to like find the key?
Isn't there a
Locate
Yeah,
object.
Yeah,
Locate object.
spell.
Can I look? Can I offer
would-
to help her?
Yeah.
Her your services.
I offer to
Aw.
help her.
You could be a nice wizard. You're so good.
She takes you to her apartment.
Get jiggy with it.
It's on the 4th floor of a building that's actually nearby.
I'm outside just monitoring.
I even know.
Like
look
pacing.
out
I'm doing laps around the neighborhood, as it were.
I messaged you by the way, but you can wait later.
there. I'm looking. It might be in the stack.
I'm pretty sure we talked about this before, the locate object. I think you
Yeah,
used it
it's
for
definitely a
something.
spell.
Yeah. I can't remember.
No, I don't have it.
I would probably never use it for the reason I specified, but the stuff that it does is really cool.
Buy a scroll of locate object. I buy 2 scrolls of locate object.
So you can learn one of them.
Yes.
Nice.
I deduct it from my deal.
What level is locate object?
We're gonna find out.
Level 1, I think.
Yeah, that item's pretty fucking cool. And it's not that expensive.
It's level 2. No? Level 2! It's like 250 gold. Okay.
But then you could scribe it in your book and learn it.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
going to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can buy it for you.
I have
You have like 100 platinum pieces.
I have a bunch of platinum. I buy 2 scrolls of locate object, one to use to find her thing, and the other one to learn.
You cannot use a treasure sword.
Because it becomes magical fluid.
Yeah.
That's what I
He's
thought.
talking to me
But
like you can't use
I don't know why.
What can't I use?
I don't know why I really
You're
would,
right.
because the ability it gives me is pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna team up with whenever I get it. I'm just gonna team up
Oops.
with Hove and
That's
Lesser
I
Restoration.
at
I
all.
got you, bro.
It lets me put 4 charges of blood in my sword, like at the hilt of my sword, and I can use that
She takes you
to give me
to
plus
the
12 to my
Winterberry
strength.
Estate.
for temporarily. But,
Why am I going
but
to
I
an
take
estate?
Constitution damage.
That's just the
and
name
do
of the apartment building.
7
So
Oh.
digital lesser restoration
Oh.
and Constitution damage. It's temporary. It's healable, but
Yeah.
I basically have to drain my blood into the thing, and then you have to fix that.
You can do that.
But it wouldn't really be weird for this
Stop by
character
and
because
buy
it's so
two.
blood. It's like you just be like, fucking reveal this fucking blood sword.
Why did he always get a blood sword? I don't understand.
Like most characters, this would be really weird, really weird item to buy. But for Raziel, it makes total sense.
Okay, you go to the Sleeping Owl, which is a small magic shop attached to a pub, which sells scrolls and various other wizardry
How many
accoutrements.
books?
The person behind the counter is... Hold on.
That's fine.
He introduces himself as Tegan Morinar. He's an LRI.
So he's an elf.
Yes,
Yes.
he's an elf, specifically from Sanasteel.
That's what I thought. So he's super fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Ellerin.
Yeah.
But it's Rin.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Ellerin, yeah.
You're right. We changed that.
I wrote that.
Mostly because Acer I sounded real dumb.
Yeah, Acerin sounded better. And Veyron sounded really cool. So.
Which is the only one I actually care about.
Right.
Anyway.
Ellerin.
Hi!
Hi, I'd like 2 scrolls of locate object things.
Uh...
I'm like looking at the ground. Because he's
Uh,
like clearly probably very magical.
No, not really.
Oh,
Just a little
surprising.
greeny.
He goes into the back of his shop. You hear a rustling of papers, and then he comes out with 2 scrolls. They're in 1 tube.
One, two.
There is an exchange of money and goods.
Very
He
good.
does not give you a discount. Is there anything else that can help you find?
So many cool looking books around.
Yes.
About what?
Depends on what you want.
Oh, you know, just like magical history or anything specific to Curtain's Beckoning.
You find a book called Hubris.
Ooh.
H.
Ubris. Hubris.
What's that about?
It's about how one nobleman believed he could control Curzon's beckoning.
One noble.
He gives you a story about how he believes that it's not historical fiction as it is written, but historical fact.
Why does he believe that?
All things that I've read point into that direction.
Do you often look into Curzon's Beckoning?
No, not really. Hasn't affected me yet. I read a lot of things.
Soon, I hear.
Sucks for me when it happens. You should probably leave before then.
Yeah, I agree. I buy the book.
Okay, it's 5 gold.
I leave.
Dude, this generator has way too much shit.
I love the books. The books are my favorite.
Magic book name generator. We have the Defiled Compendium, the Ominous Scroll, Contortion, Destroyer of Eternity, Chaos Song,
They're
Wit
so
of Perdition, Phantom Light, Token of
Spent a lot of
Burden,
money on Arena Chick.
Lore Keeper.
Okay.
Anyway,
Quick question.
You're
Yes.
a good
While she's
character.
doing that,
yeah.
This is called
a side
Cruising
question:
to
for
God.
her to craft something,
Yeah.
she has to be able
Cruising
to be the CL of the
Yes.
item, right? Okay. She can't craft what I need yet. I'm gonna go try and buy a belt of
What's
physical
this?
Prowess.
prowess.
Have the
for
You
strength
bump into
and
her.
dex.
Yeah.
What is it?
On the way in and way out.
You're
As
just
you
gonna buy
leave with
the
2
purchase
scrolls,
price?
a dwarf bumps into you.
Sorry. You want to
Oh?
go shopping?
Yeah, I'll be with you.
Ho, what are you doing?
I'm shopping.
Isn't that cool?
This is a really neat. That is really cool.
Hi!
Can she make it? Do you have hide from animals in Tiny Hut?
I'm shopping.
I can learn Tiny Hut, I think, because it's level 3.
Yeah,
I want to get an expedition pavilion.
What's that do?
It's a 10. It only covers.
What's the
It only
other
looks
one?
like it covers a 10
stuff
foot by
I
10
want
foot
is like
area, but inside it's
CLP,
30 feet by 30
so
feet.
I'm
It
gonna
has
get
a
the
large
base one
central
now.
area, 3 small bedrooms.
Physical
What's
prowess.
the other one?
Yeah.
Tiny Hut and what else?
Strength and
Occupants
How much
inside
does
the
it cost?
tent cannot be seen,
10,000.
heard, or smelled by creatures outside. And it
I'm
keeps
probably
it
gonna
the
wait till
temperature
you
like
craft it.
super warm. And
That's cool.
Because I can craft
it
the
withstands
+2
any wind of
version
less
for,
than
like,
hurricane
what-
force.
Well, the
Okay.
base one is.
Actually,
I'm
you
at
can't
plus
learn
one,
Hide from
yeah.
Animals.
Oh.
I'm just gonna get that because I don't need
You
to
can
get a
get the
magic
scroll.
weapon.
Well, I need you to
No,
spend
the
two,
spell, don't I?
15,
No.
17, whatever
Could she use the scroll to
on
craft
armor.
No,
I
yeah.
want to get a
It would
scabbard
use
thing
up
for
the
my
scroll, but you
sword.
can use
Yeah,
it to
you
craft.
got the
You could
I
also
got a
just
bunch
find
of
it
shit
through
on
it. Anyway, what?
I need a belt that will improve my strength and
Belt of Physical
Takes
Prowess?
yes.
Got one right here. Change of money.
10,000 money.
I think I'm gonna get
It's
that.
10,000 gold.
I know.
You should
Okay,
get
well-
Even
that.
if I don't use them
Okay.
that much, I feel like
That's a lot of money.
You're
She
welcome.
will.
yeah. And it's really cool because
Ashley,
the tools
Hi.
vary in color. Like green is
I need a bonus of something.
do
so
you
it kind of indicates whether
have...
you're
Gotta get-
hot or cold.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Or, can I have Hope craft this, technically?
I can't craft.
Can Hope craft it all?
I don't think so.
Is it yours?
Well, I didn't know if,
No.
like, can he take craft wondrous item?
It's fine.
It just says cast level 3rd.
I mean,
Yes.
I had to take those
Well,
feats, but
we usually don't
No.
do
Right.
that.
You all have them.
Well, no, because the only spell requirement for that thing I want is Death Knell, and I don't know if Ashley has Death Knell because it's necromantic. But he would have it automatically.
Yeah.
And it costs only 1,000 gold, so it would take you how long does it take?
One day.
Brad, look at what I
So
sent
like
you.
I could just have you hook me up overnight.
Absolutely.
So that one, I'm gonna have you craft. I'm trying to decide if there's anything I need to buy from this dude. Oh, I also. Oh, by the way, Joe, we can do cloaks of resistance now.
Nice.
They're CL5.
I just spent all my gold.
I know. So I might need some help crafting a cloak of resistance later from someone.
Okay.
They'd be like, green or red, hot or cold. Isn't that cool?
Do you have those?
Mm-mm.
She wants
I was gonna
some.
buy them.
Oh, okay.
I just want like stupid little shit
That's
like that.
that's your disabled device bonus becomes plus 10, not including your basic stuff. You're like lock? What lock? There ain't no fucking lock here.
Do you know what it would be?
What?
21.
Fuck you. Wait, how many skill points do you have in it?
All of them.
5, as many as I should.
So your int is 8. Your dex is 8.
No,
3.
my dex 6.
Disabled device uses dex, right?
Yeah,
So 6 plus 5
is 11.
plus 3 for being entrained.
Yeah.
14.
Mhm.
5 from the gloves you have.
No, that's sleight of hand, isn't it?
No.
Yeah, isn't it sleight of hand?
No. It's disabled device.
I'm an idiot.
It's a profane bonus too, so it stacks with
How
that.
do I not read? But yeah, I don't have those. I was thinking about getting them though.
I could get a cloak that when someone tries to grapple me, they fall in my cloak.
Rachel.
Well, that would be retarded. That would be really dumb. Sorry, I don't use those words. I never use those words. I know, I don't use those words. Those are bad words. Sorry.
A chaos song, boss. Song is in la 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 la.
So what were you saying, Brent?
If you have anything that increases your sneak attack die to a D8, it becomes a D10 instead.
I don't think I have anything that does that.
I'm
I don't
just
know
a-
what does that though.
Yeah, I
But
think
just,
there's.
just to know for future reference.
Yeah, I think there's a level
You have
10 plus ability for rogues that lets you do it.
And I can use this stuff, and it's a standard action to apply to a weapon.
What?
That The special crap.
What?
Oily crap.
What?
The oil.
Rachel, that's permanent.
I thought. Don't I? Oh.
No, that it only has one use apply. You can apply it to any weapon you had. You just happen to use that one.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just did it. In
Well,
combat.
you stuck with that sword.
God, I'm glad it wasn't a dagger. I'd be salty. Can you imagine?
He just gets a +2 dagger. Fuck.
Just get the 15 times sneak attack damage from.
No, but I'm looking at these fancy lockpicks, and they
Way
like
too much Skyrim. I'm sorry.
their color glows like if you're hot or warm. Basically, like as you're doing the lockpick, it'll tell you like their color varies.
Oh, it's like that mod in
It's like
Skyrim.
stupid. Yeah, right.
Sorry.
Just stupid. And then
Alright, what's the crafting time thing? How long would it take?
It's 1,000 gold per day.
Oh, well,
We have
+4
downtime.
cloak of resistance would take a long time.
Yeah.
I don't think I need to spend that much money though.
But I think we're gonna be doing
I
a lot of
would,
research.
for you, I would probably
on laying
get
low
full
here.
plate armor and then enchant it.
Just enchant the full plate? That's not a bad idea.
That's
That was what I was thinking about
Because
doing.
you can get +2 for 4 grand.
For what, cloak of resistance or
No.
armor? I don't remember how much it costs to
I think
enchant
it's
armor.
1 for 1632 64.
Can you look it up
Yeah.
since you have a computer? I want to spend 1,000 gold on the thing I'm having him craft me. Because that's fucking what item I linked you is just perfect for this character.
Shopping episode.
Sorry guys.
Shopping episodes are fun.
It's 1 for 9 1625.
So it'd be 4,000 plus the base cost of the thing.
Yeah.
So about 5750, right?
Yeah.
So 5750 for the armor. Then
1,000 left over.
well, 1,000 for my thing, so 6750.
Indeed, I could.
So then I would have about
Shut up.
5k left
Yep.
with everything else. Okay.
What, Rachel?
She can make
Make what?
I think that's his
Cloak.
mom, but it's blue.
Oh, I know exactly. Cloak of resistance, Brad.
Cloak of Flash and Shadow.
What's it do?
Read it. It's real cool.
A +3 cloak of resistance is 4,500 gold, so I would just do that.
Blur 3 times?
It's a reversible.
That's insane. What?
This gives her a +2 bonus to +2
Well-
enchantment bonus to charisma.
It's reversible.
It's reversible.
And then when it's worn inside out,
Mm-hmm.
she gets a +2 confidence bonus to stealth, and in this configuration she can cast Blur 3 times a day on herself. And switching
And
it's only a
she
standard.
Blur's
has
so
both-
good.
She has both the spells
No,
that's
I'm
needed
still
to make
okay.
it.
Mhm.
Add it later.
I need to find the armor vendor. He's already crafted my thing tonight. And then I need Ashley to make me a cloak of resistance.
Y'all need to get in line.
Although, can someone else make it?
What
What's
do you need?
the requirement?
Oh wait, no, can't. You can only do. Someone can only do a +2 because. Oh no.
What's the CL?
The problem is the CL is 3 times the enhancement bonus.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So I might as well just buy a +1 cloak because I'm not saving that much money.
It's
Does
weird.
dude have cloak of resistance in here?
Hmm?
Alright, I'm just gonna buy it.
It's a
The
1,000
belt
gold.
of prowess.
Yeah,
it's
be-
just
That's
a,
such
I'm
a
saving
staple.
500 gold, but whatever. I'm not even gonna worry about it. What's that?
belt of physical prowess. It's just a flat CL8. It doesn't scale with anything.
That's weird.
So even like the higher ones, you just need CL8. With the lower ones, you need CL8. It's bizarre.
Yeah, that is, but yeah, because this one specifically says 3 times the cloak's bonus.
You arrive at a small armor shop inside of a internal. It's like a small mall,
Okay.
like the
Small
arcade in Cleveland.
Uh huh.
Which one?
How did I get here?
It's a couple. It's a short walk away from the magic shop that everybody
Okay.
else is at.
Okay.
You walk into a armor or a blacksmith shop. They don't do their smithing here, of course.
Yeah.
Known as the Walking Anvil.
The walking man?
Interesting.
That's cute.
Who is at the other side of the counter?
There is no counter. There's just armor stands with various pieces of armor, and a man sits in the middle of all of them around one of those like. Have you been to David's Bridal with the 3 mirrors on each
I
side?
haven't been to David's
It's like a. It's
Has
like a
Brad
whole
been in
thing.
David's Bridal?
He went with me
Yeah.
to pick up the dress, and he was like marveling at the inside.
David's Bridal?
It needs updated.
Yes, it does.
Cool.
I mean,
I've watched-
Bridal before. Jeez,
I've watched those shows that Ashley watched with
I
the
make him watch this.
It just has mirrors on each side, so a person wearing the armor can see all
Just
of
so
it.
he's ready.
So he can see his own butt.
Right.
It's like The Bachelor. I don't know who he's going to choose. And then, then it's when you say yes to the dress.
Who's gonna get the final rose?
In any case, a gruff dwarf-looking man, except for the fact that he's very richly attired and his beard is
bunch of
immaculately
ornaments.
braided into some weird dragon-like shape.
I hope you take some few pointers here.
Say what?
From the other
You
shop, you're like, you fucking what, mate?
I heard that! He introduces himself as Rozian.
Oh, my name's Ozil.
He takes your measurements, including your wings, which he mentions are very big. And he says,
Giggity.
He does a lot of hmms as he tries to figure out how he's going to protect them.
Yeah, you'd immediately know someone's lying to you.
I don't have any of those spells.
Certain lies.
No, they're bracelets of bargaining.
No, the spell it needs is discern lies.
Detect lie. And
Detect line,
Detect
detect
line.
thoughts.
yeah.
Okay.
That'd be cool,
He
though, wouldn't it?
tells you that
What's that called?
he can work with
bracelets of
his friend a
Bracelet
few
of
stores over and have them enchanted for you.
That would be very helpful.
Uh,
I tell him the bonus that I would like.
Someone needs to get a decanter of endless water.
I don't know how many
in any case, he takes your 5,750 gold.
Okay, for 750. That's good. I'm keeping track of it.
He tells you,
Yeah.
"Thank you, Bum Slam,
Bum slam!
Bum Slam. We got this. We got this. Bum Slam. Hold on."
Mario.
That was the best Mario game. I love Mario 3. In any case, he tells you that
It'll be a while.
2 weeks.
Well, this guy's pretty fucking efficient.
I had a Bazaar recently. It was roughly your size that ordered full plate, but he never came to pick them up.
Interesting.
Oh.
He was murdered.
Not so well. Interesting. What's that?
So you get it cheaply?
Quickly.
Bagely.
Oh,
He gets it in 2 weeks
Usually.
instead of like a month.
usually.
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 He gets a huge time.
He was already working on Vasar armor. Now
Yeah.
he just needs to finish it to my measurements.
Yes.
Well, I
He
thank
needs to get his breastplate stretcher.
him. Well, I thank
Can
you.
we just get your
generously.
corset?
Yep.
Fine.
Show this to Joe.
By the way, I have
This
a
is
+1 breastplate. I don't know if anyone else can wear it. It's medium,
Yeah, I have this on my wish list.
Oh, really?
but I think everyone else's table's light armor.
Yeah, like.
No armor.
Can I try to?
Naked!
Can I ask him if he'd be interested in my +1 breastplate?
Yeah, sure. He buys it off you for half the cost.
Folding
Okay.
that.
Well, I'm gonna hold on to it until
650 gold.
I'll sell it to him on my way back.
Okay.
Can
What do you
I,
want to do?
can I locate the key?
Cast locate object?
I go to her house and I cast locate object.
She wide-eyed marvels at you as you cast magic in her home. Which
Holy shit!
is
Is this illegal?
no.
Holy
shit, what are you doing?
You were gonna get.
Ah,
level-
call the guards!
What level spells? Second, so not many people cast second level magic. Like
No, it's not that uncommon.
No, but it's
she
not
was like
something she-
fireball.
no, it's not something
Third
she
level is
would
when you
be.
start getting.
Yeah.
It's not something she would be super used to.
Oh,
probably.
thanks.
Oh, thanks,
Wow,
Bum
thanks,
Slam.
Bum Slam.
Bum Slam.
He's the
Shit, now I'm gonna have to like.
Bum
There's gonna have to be a Bum Slam NPC.
Bum Slam's our first.
Give us a name.
Yeah, you're the first person to donate Bum Slam.
Yeah,
Because
thanks.
Voss hates us.
Voss does hate us.
Voss loves us.
Voss?
You guys are
He hasn't been in Discord for the past like week.
Voss has been busy. Bum
Thank you,
Slam.
Bum Slam.
Thanks,
Yay,
thank you very much,
you.
Bum Slam.
Join our Discord server and hang out with us.
Can someone hit the Discord link in the thing?
Yeah, got it. Yo.
Because we talk there and we're always online and we like to hang out with
My
people.
We play
name makes
games.
everyone laugh.
Yeah.
It
He
is a
likes
great name.
Raid?
Ryak.
Riot.
Ryak? I think that's it. Ryak? Man. Boss like, man.
He's got flamed. Sorry, Voss. Sorry, not sorry.
Are you happy? Did you get what you needed now, Raziel?
Well, not yet, but I am happy that.
Oh, he
That's
plays
magic.
League. Shit. You should play Overwatch with us.
You should play Overwatch with us.
We do play Overwatch.
Or Minecraft or anything?
Wow.
Minecraft. Actually, I think I picked the server. I just need
If
to,
you
like,
play
buy it.
Pokemon Sun and Moon,
Yeah, we
We
just
just
got
talk
the
about Pokemon?
Literally everyone just got it.
We
What was I doing?
locate key.
She's located
Oh,
the key in the
you
lady's house.
find it.
Find the key. Where was it?
Apparently, her husband had a secret room constructed.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's.
What was in there?
He paints.
Oh.
Oh.
We're at the feels. Why?
Why you gotta do this though?
Pictures
dare?
of what?
How dare
People.
you
They're
make-
portraits,
Oh,
and they're
cool.
like about 3 feet by 6 feet.
It's all nude women.
Why does
Are
it
you
have to
sad
be
now?
secret,
What?
though? Why is it a secret?
Like nude
Children.
women, not of the world.
How dare you
Right.
humanize these characters?
Stop giving them life.
Right. I like my NPCs
What?
just random blobs.
Why would he hide it?
Because this is a seal.
How good is the?
Don't be a bitch and paint.
How
Pick
good
up a
is,
sword and fight.
Yeah.
How good is the art?
It's actually very good.
Like
Um,
Bob Ross good?
Better than Bob Ross.
Wow.
You fucking take that back.
Take it back. Take it back.
They're true to life portraits.
Wow.
Wow.
Anything interesting?
Yeah, actually, you'll notice that he appears to have taken fuck.
Are any wearing rings?
He has a series of notebooks and journals sitting on his shelves nearby that are also covered in paint. In any case, he appears to take requests from the nobility of the city for specific things. He appears to have made a name for himself.
I don't know that it was a mysterious warehouse accident anymore.
I'm more interested in why he didn't pay last month's rent if he's getting money from nobility to paint pictures.
He might have had some other debts to pay.
You should find out.
Just
that.
because he was getting money doesn't mean he wasn't owing.
True.
In
Or
any case,
protection
Sorry.
right.
as you go through his journals, his wife doesn't go into the room for the record, so she has no idea what's in here yet.
Who's there?
Whoever went with it.
I
I'm
think
not
it's
there.
just her.
Me?
We're off
Yeah.
shopping.
Yeah.
I can take care of myself. It's fine.
Well, Vale's
Oh.
there, but she's
I
outside.
try anything you.
Yeah.
You get hit with crossbow bolts. You're dead.
17
I'm keeping Violet safe.
from outside.
You're with her?
I'm outside.
Okay.
I'm just like making sure the
Casing
neighborhoods.
the
Yeah.
It's one of those apartment complexes where the center of the building is empty,
Open, yeah.
and all the doors point inwards.
Okay.
And then there's a glass thing on top. It's covered in snow, but normally you could see how like light would come through, and there'd be a garden in the middle and stuff.
Cool.
So you're just walking around her floor. As you go through all of his journals and flip through them, it appears that he takes professional requests of individuals. He has private sessions with them. In which case he specifies that he sets their faces to memory and transcribes them at a later time. He appears to have a what you would assume to be a photographic memory, sort of. He remembers faces like anything else. He also has a fairly large following, though nobody has ever met him. He specifies in his journals that he tells his clients to meet him at a certain location, and he usually it's a public area, and then he'll walk by, commit their faces to memory, transcribe it into a painting, and then have it delivered secretly.
Is there anything like scandalous in here?
No,
So
he does not work a warehouse job. He was in here when he was at work.
Oh.
You just assumed that he went missing, and that was the only thing that she could think of.
That's so sad. What was his name?
His name is Darren Vance.
Advanced refrigeration.
It's not Vance.
Why not
3P.
Vance?
Bernadette.
She could make a
No,
color that
that's her name.
Oh, they have separate last
How much
names.
is it?
6.
No, that's
the
his
craft.
That's his artist name.
What all does it give?
What, the color
What's
that
his
you're
real
companion?
Yeah.
Darren
If worn by a
Brandon.
creature of the animal type with an intelligence less than 3, it grants a +2 enhancement bonus to intelligence.
Mhm.
It doesn't give the ability
Anything
to
else in
speak,
here?
but it allows it to understand a
I
certain
get the key
language.
and I
Yep.
believe.
Okay.
And then if it's worn for at least
I
1
don't
week,
tell her what's
it's
in
raised to human-like sentience as though by the awakened spell.
She says, "Do you want
Oh,
to go
wow,
with me to the
really?
bank?"
What's the requirements? Like,
No, but you should.
Just for a reason.
yes.
How can I thank you, though?
I think it's actually. Let me
Don't
check and
worry
make
about
sure, see if it's
I
in
have to
my.
thank you somehow.
Just do something nice for someone else.
Pay it forward.
Okay.
No, I didn't actually have this listed. Oh.
She leaves her apartment after she gestures you out first. And then
I'm
heads
gonna stay here.
straight to the bank. Rachel, are you following her or are you going to stay with her?
Would you? I'll follow the other check
Okay, you follow her to the bank.
at a safe distance.
I like follow you a little ways and like telepathically link with you and explain like the paintings and everything.
Okay.
She arrives at the bank.
Mhm.
She goes down to a safety deposit box.
I'll have to keep this one in mind.
And she comes
Oh,
back
that's
out of
good.
the safety deposit box room crying.
Jesus.
Why?
Guy doesn't have any money.
Do you follow her home? You follow her back to her apartment, and can you roll a perception check?
Mm-hmm. 21.
21. As you sit on a balcony overlooking hers on the outside of the thing, you can clearly hear her through a cracked door, or her cracked balcony door, that there is no way that her husband has that much money.
Oh. So she just got a bunch of money.
She's sitting in her living room floor, and around her scattered are jewels and noble heirlooms and objects that you would find in only rich people's pockets.
Slit her throat. I mean,
I was gonna say, I don't steal them from her.
Who are you and what have you done with it?
Quick, she's possessed. guys.
Hope crashes through the door.
Are you wearing a ring?
What if it made me good instead of evil?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah! Give me the money.
That would be so funny.
That'd be so funny.
In any case, you make your way back to the lab.
Okay.
Oh, sick.
I tell you what happened.
I could buy a bag
Maybe
of
I should've told her about
everlasting dung.
paintings.
She'll find
Unlimited
it.
poop.
Give her time. She'll find
But you
it.
have that already. It's just a hole in the ground.
It's unlimited
You can
dried.
send her an anonymous note.
You could
Okay.
open it upside down and pour it onto the oozes, and they would never have to eat again.
It's only 250 gold.
I mean, it's poop. What are you gonna do with it?
I know.
I'll fill your house with poop, sir.
Oh, I know what I'll do.
Oh, for 1,200 gold, I can turn myself into
Got
a
a
tree.
really good farm. That's some good manure.
Oh.
Fertilizer.
That's what
Yeah, I
it's.
think I'll do that.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave like a note and tell her like to check the room and to read the journals, but not to look for him. Just be like, take care of your kids.
Wait, isn't he?
Okay.
What do you mean don't look for him? Did I miss something?
She assumes that he died in a warehouse accident, but he never had a warehouse job. So he died in some other.
Are you sure he's dead?
No, but she shouldn't go look for him
I can do that.
because she might get herself killed.
Why do I care? I don't care.
And she got 3 kids.
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
Secretly, you care.
She might be important.
Can I turn myself into a tree?
She's here for some reason.
What the fuck? I can't give my own NPCs random stories. Get the fuck out of here, Ashley.
This is something called Chekhov's gun. If there is a gun and it's described, you must assume that at one point it will go off or need shot.
Schrodinger's gun.
Anyway, buried alive in a construction accident. Start fertilizer factory.
Oh God.
At the end of the fucking the assembly line, there's just a unopened bag of dung, and it's pouring it out onto the conveyor belt.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my
Nobody has
God.
any idea where it's coming from.
Jesus, I can't.
It's the factory secret. There's never any trucks coming in, but there's always poop.
You guys are killing me right now. Why?
I'm done.
Why?
I
Okay.
deposited,
The amount of poop
deposited
in
my
this
money.
campaign
I
is
got.
impressive.
Yeah.
All right, Andrea, what are you
We've talked about
doing?
it before, and it's just incredible.
I'd probably be buying stuff. I really wanted to get dust knuckles.
Dust knuckles are
I don't know
awesome.
where
What
you
are they?
find them.
They're vials that you wear like brass knuckles, and she fills them with like her random
Poison.
alchemist shit.
Or
And then when she punches, it applies it.
or just
it's
an
just
empty,
like an unarmed.
empty vial. Like I can apply like an empty vial and then like cut somebody.
Yeah, it also it can like blind
On
people.
glass shards.
They're so cool.
It's just like
They're
leather
called,
gloves.
They're called dust knuckles?
Dust knuckles.
Yeah.
They're one of the
Can I buy you a
alchemist
cauldron of
specific
brewing?
items. They're so cool.
Ew.
Me?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I think that's for witches. I could be wrong.
No, she gets a +5 competence bonus on craft alchemy skill checks.
Oh shit, that's
Yeah.
really good
When
then.
you
I will
use it.
carry it
Okay.
around.
I now auto confirm the first crit
It's like
I
the
make, but I
salsa
take
cauldrons.
1d4 damage to do it.
Look, it's a little tiny one.
It's a pendant. It's a pendant that I wear, and whenever I get a crit, I can auto confirm it, and it digs into my skin, and I just auto confirm it. It's like excited that I'm critting.
Ew.
It's a scarab.
You
Why?
easily find dust knuckles.
Do you keep getting these creepy things?
For 25 gold.
I love this character. He has such random
And
fucking
vials.
movement.
I'm gonna get diamond dust vial.
Sure.
What do those do?
Andrew's got like a whole list of random little.
Her stuff
I
is
sent
not
Brad a
fun.
spreadsheet
fucking cool.
with 160 items on it.
It's weird.
Yeah, but yours-
stuff.
so
I never
it's
know where to find
Just
it.
fairly
Yeah.
difficult.
I don't know.
Her stuff
Yeah.
is all relatively cheap, so all like
Right.
30 things that she has on her list, she can conceivably get all of them.
Or
Mhm.
make
Okay.
them.
Everybody
like
figure
her
out what
favorite.
else you need to buy. I'll be right back.
All right, so while we eat cake,
We like
what
this
did
cake.
everyone get?
Nothing yet.
We'll start with JP then, and we'll
Yeah,
go
he
around.
looks like he's ready to throw down.
I bought a couple things. I bought a +1 cloak of resistance because I can't get higher because we're not high enough level. So I resist things better. I got this sweet blood vial thing that attaches to my sword.
Of course you did.
I can take 4 constitution damage. It's temporary, and Hove can just heal it right away if we plan for this.
Yep.
Um,
That's a restoration.
and then I can either use the 4 charges to heal negative physical score damage, like if Brad hits me or something that deals negative strength damage or something, I can use the vial to heal that.
That's important.
That's really good, as is. But then,
Ray of enfeeblement.
yeah. And then the other thing I can do is I can expend all the remaining charges and gain double the amount of charges as a bonus to any of my physical ability scores
Oh wow.
for 1 turn. But I can get like a +4 or +8 to strength to really wreck something. I bought sweet armor. I don't have it yet, but it's just full plate. Full plate +2. So I'll have all the AC. And then
What's your AC going to be?
I'm not even sure. What is +2 full plate? 11. What's full plate base? 9.
Yeah.
So 11, 21, 22, 22 or 23 ish.
Man, you're up there with me.
Yeah. And then I also got this sweet pendant. It's called the Pendant of the Blood Scarab. That once per day I can automatically confirm a crit, but I take 1d6 damage because of it. As the pendant burrows into my skin a little bit because it's excited that I'm hitting something so hard. It's kind of weird, but whatever. It's got blood in the name. Makes sense. And the last thing I got was, I forgot the name of the hat, but it's I'm just going to change it to a circlet. And it lets me, the first crit that Brad gets me in every day, because he will crit me, because he's Brad, I get to convert to non-lethal damage. So I got some stuff. What about you, Hove?
Well, despite what I said earlier, I am not getting the belt of physical prowess because
It's a lot of money.
yeah, I didn't feel like spending all my money on that.
Mm-hmm.
I got tremor boots. They give me tremor sense up to 5 feet, as long as I'm standing on solid ground, which Ho is prone to do.
Typically.
I also got a Aegis of Recovery. JP has this item as well.
Yep.
It lets you, like, if you die or go to 0, it heals you 2d8 plus something or other.
2d8 plus... I have it written down.
Oh, is that like the first time you died?
First time you die, 2d8 plus 3.
It also gives you +2 on resistance throws. Or
Subsequent.
+2 bonus on all saving throws made to recover from continuing effects such as ongoing poison damage, daily throws against disease, a hold person spell, or lingering damage from an
So, like,
attack.
the first time you wouldn't get it, but if you were getting your second save on hold person, you would get +2.
And the last thing I got, which is very War Priesty, is called the Cassock of the Clergy. It, first of all, functions as a divine focus, so
That's
people can
sweet.
take away my hammer, but I can still cast spells now if I'm still wearing this.
That's awesome.
It gives me a +3 competence bonus on charisma-based checks to influence creatures that match my alignment or that are of my patron deity. That's not the main reason I got it. The big reason, it allows me to use Bless and Sanctuary each once per day.
Oh, wow. That's actually
Um,
really cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
And I also may prepare 1 additional Orison each day. So,
Wow, that's actually really good.
yeah.
Especially for the price. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, it was only 2,300 since I can.
I mean,
create
it's
it,
super
'cause I know all the
specific,
spells.
but like it's still really good.
They're all spells that I usually prepare. So.
Right. Now you don't have
Why
to.
not?
Now you can prefer that lesser restoration.
Right.
No, we.
It's actually those are both level 1 spells, less restorations too. But
Oh,
you know.
yeah.
Anyways, that's all Hove got. What did Anna get?
I got. I actually want to see if I can get one more thing. It's called a burrow bead.
Oro bead.
Would I be able to find that somewhere, Brad? It's a bead that basically lets me either. I can enable. It enables the bearer. It enables me to recharge any one extract that I had mixed and then consumed that day.
Basically, it lets her, if she prepares one
reuse
spell,
it.
it counts as it's being prepared twice.
Yeah. I don't know if I would be able to find that somewhere.
Did you find it, Brad?
1 second.
Because it is
Can you send me the link on Discord?
Sure.
Oro bead.
The borrow bead.
It's another tiny little alchemist item.
There's a whole section of the D20
Yeah.
pages
It's so
for it.
good.
It's insane.
I love them.
Just 1 second. But the other item I did buy was dust knuckles. It's
Yeah.
basically like a fingerless glove that I can insert a vial of either poison or just an empty vial. So I can
When I
give it to
search up
people.
burrow bead.
Boro. B-O-R-O.
B-O-R-O.
Oh, burrow.
Boro.
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 Burrow.
Boro bead.
I had an. Oh, sorry. Go
Oh
ahead.
yeah,
Is
I'll
that-
see why you can.
Okay.
Just under which level did you want?
Second? I'll do second.
Sure.
Okay.
You spend 4,000 gold.
Cool.
You have it now.
I will do that, and then what else? Oh, dust knuckles. So it's fingerless gloves, and I can insert either like poison or an empty vial, essentially, and punch people in the face with
Poison.
glass or poison. Yeah,
Should we spend 1,200 gold to double a Rosnot's carrying capacity? In my notes, it says doubles carrying capacity, but let's be real, he doesn't need them.
Yeah. No.
He's already wearing them. It's called his feet.
What did Vale get?
That's still debating. But the one thing I kind of really want is a cloak of flash shadow.
That's so cool.
So, like, it's a double-sided magical cloak, and the one side gives you a +2 enhancement bonus to charisma, so basically, like, +1 on my charisma stuff when it's that side up. And then when it's the other side, it's a +2 to stealth checks, competence bonus, and blur 3 times per day.
Blur, for those that don't know, gives you mischance.
Yeah, it's concealment. And then, the other thing I kind of want, they're called, what are they called? Luminous lockpicks. And, like, they're just, they're magical thieves' tools where they glow, but it's only visible to the individual holding them. And otherwise it's, like, totally dark, and the light works in all manners of darkness, including magical darkness. It doesn't provide any more illumination than just beyond that lock. And when as they glow, they vary their color, indicating favorable or unfavorable positioning within a device.
That's
So
so
as
cool.
you're, like, unlocking it,
It
like,
like changes colors as
yeah,
you're
like green,
getting close to the.
like hot and cold, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like Vale would like want those just because
That's
they're
super
really
cool.
cool. Yeah. So I think that's.
What is the bonus it gives you on disabled device?
Oh, I don't think it gives any bonus.
Or is it just magical thieves' tools, so you get a plus to your thieves' tools? Because I'm sure it gives something.
Oh, yeah, it's +5 circumstance.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what Brad was talking about. Yeah. So it'd be a +5 circumstance when using those.
Mhm.
AKA, no one's ever gonna get blown up by a trap again.
Hooray.
Please, God.
Rachel's like, I rolled a 2. That's a 32.
Well, after, was it Hove that I knocked out? I'm like, oh yeah, this is fine. And then Hove got, like, blasted into the next century.
I walked in, spears.
Summer Spears! To be fair, you only got hit by half this
I'm
year.
carrying the PTSD from that. The guilt, it's gonna follow me to an early grave. Yeah.
It's okay.
Still.
Hope doesn't care.
I was ready to go ham on the wall, and y'all stopped me. I was just gonna destroy
Damn it, Wall! You hurt my friend.
And I kind of want an Expedition Pavilion, but that's super... It's just like a fancy-ass tent. Like, it looks 10 by 10, but it's actually 30 by 30.
How much does it cost?
It's like, I think it's like $3,000. if you like it. I don't know.
We should just all go in on a badass.
But yeah. But there's only there's 3 bedroom sleepy-ish areas separated by fabric, so no wonky business in the tent.
We had enough money to get a portable hole and we didn't do it.
Oh, what's that?
20K.
Portable holes are awesome.
Can you make
Yeah, you get a portable hole and then you get a bag of holding and you put it in the portable hole.
Oh, I kind
And
of
you
want to
kill
conceal
everything.
a bag of concealment.
There's a pocket that I could get that lets me do that.
Does Violet know what
Yeah.
she got yet?
Violet got nothing.
Wait, what do you want, Violet?
You want Violet? What does Violet want, Violet?
Nothing.
Is how many
Why?
things wizards get? It's just scrolls and...
Why don't you
wands.
make a
There's
portable?
a lot of things you can get.
Well, not yet.
Ring of Wizardry is freaking amazing.
Well, yeah, but a lot of those wizard items are
Really
CL 8,
expensive.
9.
She's getting close to where she can
Yeah.
start
Hey,
him,
you can
but-
get those sweet ass bracers.
Which ones?
Bracelets. The bracelets of bargaining.
I think they were too much.
That's me.
The thing you were supposed to buy are things like a wand of fireball.
Mm-hmm. You spend your money on,
Wands.
Oh, do you have a wand of fireball?
No, I have lightning. Sorry.
See, that's where the real money is.
one fireball.
wands, scrolls.
That's
Once you can afford them, staves.
There's some cool
Stabs
ropes
are
and
nuts.
stuff
Ooh.
though.
Because they recharge.
You can also get braces of armor,
Those are
Always
good.
nice.
Rings of
Rings of protection.
protection.
But neither of those we can get yet.
Cloak of resistance.
They're CL 7.
I have
Cloak
a ring
resistance
of
is good.
protection.
Well, yeah, we found that. But crafting them is CL 7, I believe.
I was looking at Cloak of Resistance. I was looking at...
You can only do the +1.
A ring of force shield.
Ooh.
Force shield's good.
That's only $8 grand.
Is that to craft?
Yes, you did. I don't think you put it in your thing.
I don't think I did either.
What is it? A ring of force shield?
So,
I
Rachel,
have it. +2 AC. I didn't add it.
I went to order my glasses and accidentally submitted an order for 30 of them.
Whoa!
I just canceled it.
Jesus, Brad.
I mean, you should.
Hey, why not?
I actually did add it.
So many. So many.
So you already have that.
Show up in, like,
Your
crates.
braces of armor can go up to +8.
But I don't... What is the...
Hey, why don't you get this? Oh, you couldn't make that, but you could buy it.
What is it?
There's some cool robes.
Yeah.
You know what
okay,
person-
but-
Andrea,
Yeah.
what's your dex bonus?
Yeah. Brad, it's CL 7.
3? Last one?
Are you proficient, or alchemist proficient with bows?
Crossbows.
Yes.
Although...
She's-
I would look into...
Brad, this is kind of up to you because it's kind of weird. So, braces of armor, right? At the top it says CL 7, but in the actual construction requirements, it says must be 2 times the level of the enhancement. Would you still impose the CL 7, or is it the whatever the enhancement is?
+5
why
spellcraft,
it's all
+5
the rest.
weird.
concentration
It
checks.
says what?
That's
So the top
cool.
says CL 7 for
But
braces
it's
of armor, but in the requirements it says 2 times the bonus.
That was
Yeah,
pretty
it's 2
cool.
times the bonus.
Just ignore the CL 7. That's what I would think.
Are there
but-
any eyes or anything you want?
Yeah, it says simple
Glasses?
weapon.
Actually,
What?
if you spent 2,000 gold, you could get +2 braces of armor, which would just give you 2 armor.
Like these?
That's really cool.
Yeah, and you can make them for 1,500. There's a bunch of really neat stuff.
What were those called?
Rachel,
Those were called I think Spectacles of Understanding. What?
Matt just messaged me on Facebook.
Right, because we're a little
Sorry,
distracted.
guys.
This was mostly a shopping episode. Hopefully, we salvaged enough footage to make it not super short. But I think we're fine.
Well, you could do the
We
whole
got a lot of
episode
time.
and just put a warning before and say, hey, we're about to do a lot of just bullshitting and shopping.
Yeah, I can do that.
If you guys want to skip, just do
Anyways, this has been another episode of As Far As You Can Tell. I'm Joe. With me was Andrea, Rachel, Ashley, Brad, and JP. If you want to learn more about the setting we're playing in, it's the Zodiac Empires Campaign Setting. You can find out about it at zodiacempires.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, a whole bunch of other social media stuff. Just look us up, either Zodiac Empires or Starcold Studios. You can also find old episodes of this if you're fairly new on YouTube, if you're not already watching on YouTube. And yeah, we'll see you next time.
But then I got
Bye.